Good morning. Happy Tuesday. The amount of ass mad, butthurt in my comment section. Your warm, salty tears taste delicious. An appropriate response to finding out that someone was A, stupid, B, wrong, and C, lied about it so that his own ignorance wouldn't be uncovered. And it was a lie. I found it on multiple federal websites. He found something that doesn't exist on multiple federal websites. That's a lie. That's a blatant lie. That's a lie that's intended not only just to deceive you, but to deter you from looking into what he's presenting to you as credible evidence. Don't check me out, is what he's saying. The appropriate response to that is, oh, he's a liar. That's what he's willing to do. I'm going to color everything that he says from now on with that knowledge. Because he's a liar. And liars lie. If he's willing to lie about something as trivial as the 1993 Badge ID Act, what is he not willing to lie about? Would he be willing to lie about what his PayPal is and is for and how much he makes on his PayPal? Would he be willing to lie about his medical history, his medical treatments, his medical diagnosis? Would he be willing to lie about his association with certain outlaw biker gangs? What would he not be willing to lie about if he's willing to lie about the 1993 Badge ID Act, which, again, does not exist? That's the appropriate response. The appropriate response, when someone shows you that a person that you liked and or trusted is lying to you, the appropriate response is not to defend the liar, but to say thank you. Thank you for educating me and showing me that this person who I trusted is lying to me. That's the intelligent, emotionally sound response. Not to get, unless you are related to the man, unless you're his girlfriend, his mom, his son, you have no vested interest in this. If he's lying to you, you're not his friend. You might have thought you were his friend, but you're not his friend because he's lying to you. I don't know. And it always amazes me every time I go onto some sacred cow, like when I did one on, what's that fuckwad's name? Schrodinger's cat. Oh, he's dead now. Don't speak ill of that. Fuck him. He was dumb and wrong. But every time I step on a sacred cow, I get all the same responses. I used to get it when I do videos on auditors and how they were wrong and how they were misunderstanding the law. But I don't get that anymore because, believe it or not, I think auditors are more emotionally balanced than the anti-auditors, the anti-frauditors. Believe it or not. But I always get the same responses. You've got a hard on for the guy. I got someone going on and on about how I had a hard on for unclean hands. This is the first video that I'm aware of ever watching of his. It is the first video I've ever made on him, but somehow that means I have a hard on for him. Right. The fuck's wrong with you? I have so many comments about how you're only doing one side. What about the other guy? He was wrong too. Why don't you make a video on him? Well, because I'm making a video about one guy at a time. Because I saw this guy's video on Stone Vet's stream because he was watching a Frauditor Wrangler video and Frauditor Wrangler was playing it. So that's why? Because I wanted to make a video on it. Why do I have to make a video on the guy you want me to make a video on? Why can't I make a video on the guy I want to make a video on? How about that? How about because I get a better reaction? How about it because I get more warm, salty, ass-mad tears if I make a video on unclean hands? And I would get 0 warm, salty, ass-mad tears if I made a video on whatever that guy, JC News Now? Whatever the fuck the other guy's name was. And how am I supposed to do a video on JC News Now when Homebro didn't show me where the video was? Like I put a link in my video to in the description to what the fuck's that? Unclean Hands, to his video. But even more importantly, if I hadn't, I showed you exactly where I got it from. I showed you on his page what video I clicked on. Even if I hadn't put the link, which, since I'm not profiting off of it, you might remember I said they profit off of it when they use it, and they don't give a link to it. I don't profit off any of this. This is all gratis. This is all pro bono work for you cats out there. But even if I hadn't, you would have been able to find it. Now, I don't know where to find this other guy's video. How am I supposed to know where to find it? Am I supposed to search the YouTubes, watch all this other guy's content till I find the one that has the video that Unclean Hands was riffing on? So no. I'm going to make the videos on the guys I want to make the videos on. I'm going to call out the people I want to call out. And I don't like liars. I really don't like hypocrites. And hypocritical liars are about the worst. Hypocritical liars are about the worst. And I don't care if he has cancer. I know people who've had cancer who haven't turned into hypocritical liars. Having cancer doesn't excuse you from being a hypocritical liar. Like, I'm not going to expect somebody with cancer to go out there and run the Boston Marathon or something. I mean, you're cool, bro. Like, you don't need to, I'm going to excuse you from physical exercise or whatever. You got cancer. But cancer doesn't affect your ability to not be a lying hypocrite. It doesn't affect that at all. It's not an excuse. And then I have a lot of people who are like, oh my God, but truck drivers, they're smart truck drivers. They're good truck drivers. You wouldn't be able to do what you're doing without truck drivers. Yeah. I mean, I'm not taking that away from them, but you don't go to truck drivers for legal advice. What part of that are you tool bags missing? You don't go to truckers for legal advice. They give shit legal advice because they're not lawyers. I need to get like a big fucking whiteboard and some giant crayons so I can spell it out for you retards in big crayon letters. Oh my God, the wine moms were so ass mad. He uses his PayPal for a critter feed. Well, okay then. Well, I guess he can be a hypocritical liar because he uses his PayPal for critter feed. But I mean, he's a hypocritical liar. So how do you even fucking know? How do you know? I mean, I don't know all the lore on this guy. I watched one video of his, but it's a pattern. It's a pattern with all of these anti-frauditor channels. Every time I've looked at one, they start off with their fucking donation links to them. Every last time. They play someone's video. Someone risked arrest. Generally speaking, they risked being placed in a vulnerable position. They put themselves out in public. They have their face out there. They could be arrested. I mean, they go through a lot of risk to make these videos. And it's somebody, usually somebody whose name isn't out there, somebody who's hiding behind some avatar, who takes this video, this work that someone risked at least their liberty for, and is now just, herder, you're dumb, herder, I'm going to misunderstand the law a little bit better than you misunderstood it, herder, you're dumb. That's it. That's the fucking video. Sprinkle in as many ads as you can get. Make sure your video makes it over the 10-minute mark so that you could monetize it more effectively or something. I don't know. It's formulaic. So saying that, oh, well, Unclean Hands is doing it to feed critters. Well, I mean, fucking prove it. Like I'm gonna believe anything that you don't know. You don't fucking know. And the only way you would know is if he fucking told you. And if he told you, it's coming from a liar's mouth. Just because it's circulating its way around through a couple people until it gets to me, it's still out of a liar's mouth. Why? Like, Like my default on Earl was always, Earl's a congenital liar. If he opens his mouth, expect it to be a lie. Frauded Wrangler, he's a fucking liar. If he opens his mouth, expect it to be a lie. Unclean Hands, in the one video of his that I've seen, lied at least once that's like knowingly, and then twice more that are kind of maybe. So one definite, like blatant in your face lie. Two maybe lies. Maybe he's just really stupid and didn't understand what he was talking about. But I'm supposed to like trust this guy? My one insight into him is he's a fucking liar. He's ignorant. Plus, he's a liar. Plus, he's a hypocrite. And I'm going to trust what this guy says? So anyway, I appreciate your warm, salty tears. Please keep them flowing. I would say that it influences the algorithm, and so I get more YouTube dollars, except I'm not monetized. As much as you guys want to make me out to be a hypocrite, I'm not monetized. Sorry, kids. I am merely the canary in the coal mine who is warning you of all the bullshit gas that's flowing in around you. And you can continue to believe these people. That's fine. Don't expect to convince me that someone who I have caught in a blatant lie is anything but a blatant liar. Just don't expect it. Like, you're not gonna. But maybe you can convince yourself that this guy is a cherub. He's angelic and he can do no wrong. He poops rose petals. Convince yourself of that. That's fine. I mean, I have explained it to you. I have laid out the case. I have shown you with irrefutable proof that he's a liar. You can do with that what you will. It's your life. You can live it, but don't blame me. Don't be mad at me because I showed you. Be mad at him because he lied. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.